Why does Charlene's house look like it's gonna be like set up for a thriller? Like the murderer's gonna come in any minute, boy.
Stop it.
What is happening? How you guys doing?
Oh God. Oh, stop it, make me choke.
How you guys doing?
Oh,
The weather's
right.
depressing me, man.
What happened?
The weather's depressing me. It's horrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
definitely.
Awful.
The weather, the energy of the country, everything is depressing me right now. But hey, it could be worse. We could be in the middle of a war-torn country, so
It's true. No, for real. Has anyone been watching The Jungle with Nella Rose?
Oh,
no.
That was a crackhead.
Who's a crackhead? I don't watch that.
Crackhead, you know. She's a little bit off key though, for real. She is. She's a bit off key. But you know, I think they put her in there for black entertainment. That's all they've done.
What is this? What is this you lot are talking about?
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here in the jungle.
I don't watch it because of all of the creepy crawlies and all that nonsense. I can't stand all of that.
Yeah, it's
and they have to eat bugs and all these things.
Mm-hmm.
They're eating animals' testicles, mate. That's what they're eating.
Really?
Oh yeah, bugs, testicles, everything, nipples, the lot, everything.
You should just watch the highlights. You see the crackhead girl. I think we'll say that about her as a black woman, but boy, I can't take
She's
that.
a bit off key. I'll agree with you there. I'd agree with you.
Well,
we didn't even do no promo for this show. This is how you know we're from we got back. It's just tired and go a whole bag of work. I feel like I'm drowning. We didn't even do no promo for this, but we're here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. People will be logging on soon. Don't watch that.
Yeah,
we're here.
Don't watch that.
I'm just sharing.
So we'll just roll straight into it. It's not I haven't even done a long show because everyone's tired. Everyone's depressed because of the weather, so it's not that long. But I also wanted to do this show to formally introduce you guys as moderators. Nikki, you've been part of the panel from its inception, really.
Yeah.
So it's not new to you, but we want to welcome the one and only Char, who is a moderator. I was going to say to you, it's going to be interesting to watch you, Charlie, because when you're ready, you get into it with them, didn't you?
Listen, I was having a field day last night.
Well, I think that's a bit harsh. I was up.
I know when I read that comment, I was like, easy, Char. Easy.
What comment? Which one?
Right. To which one?
When you said what? I think it was what? It was one about. Was it the girl? Isn't it? The one. It was the video with the girl. No,
it was
when they said when a girl says I'm too much to handle.
Yeah, that's the one.
And then someone said, yeah, she's trouble or something. And you was like,
everybody said that. But just to pick your brain, Char, not picking on you, everybody said the same thing. So why did you pick up this one girl?
I go by how the words people use, and I just thought it was a bit too harsh. Because one thing in me, I don't like people to assume things of somebody. Like if someone says something to me and they use certain words, that's like a trigger for me to find out what's the reason behind it. What do they mean behind it? Because sometimes we use words that other people take in a wrong way. So it makes them seem that there's someone that they're not. Because I have that sometimes. I might say something, oh, that's a bit harsh. I'm like, no, there's a reason behind that. Do you know what I'm saying?
How could you not when it's just a picture with some words on it? So all you can do is assume. You can't talk to the girl.
No, I know you can't talk to the girl, but I'm saying from how she came across, it just seemed a bit harsh to me. It's like, okay, maybe there's a reason why she is saying that or why she's like that. You know, some people say, oh, I'm doing too much. Can you handle me? So yeah, a bit harsh.
You thought it was a bit harsh. Yeah. I mean, it's all about perspective. Like I put this video up on my personal page of one young boy singing Drift on the train, right?
That fussed me up. I watched it about 10 times.
Did you?
I was fussing up.
People are offended on my page.
They
are offended. They're like, this is not good representation. And I'm like, do you know what? He's just being a fool.
If I was on that train, I would have got up and danced with him, bruv.
That's what one of my patrons said as well. One of my friends said the same thing. I would have got up
and danced with him because I just found it funny. It was hilarious.
Busting up. It was one of those days for me. So when I saw it, I was like, what a fool. But it just offended others. So I guess it's just all perspective. Life is just,
and that's the thing, isn't it? And that's the good thing about, you know, No Bravado. It makes you kind of think, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But, you know, I never really thought about things like that or whatever.
Like that, yeah.
It is interesting. So yes, I'm looking forward to moderating. Tomorrow is my day. So No Bravado family, take it easy with me, yeah?
You need to take it easy with them. Because I was that boy. Because you know I'm gonna learn. When we first started No Bravado, we would pick up people. Now I just scroll on by because I can't. Like I do like to keep up the interaction because that's how we get to know, you know, our team and to really interact with them. But things that I think are going to be confrontational and is going to draw me out my skin.
Yeah, I don't. I don't do it on social media anymore. I've learned because I used to be like that. I used to be on the keyboard. Forget it. I'm not doing it.
But I'm looking forward. Me and Natalie were saying that you guys should do a moderator takeover show where you guys just do your thing. As a moderator's takeover. I think that would be good. So we'll talk about that. Yeah, but welcome. You're needed. You've seen the back end now. You've seen that there's like 1,500 posts. So when people are like, "What took you so long? Why? Where's my post?"
Oh my God! Somebody posted on there. Was it the meaning of different sexual positions? And I was like, I don't want to. I had to decline. And I was just like, the first picture alone, I was just like, no, sir. Mm-mm.
But this is the thing, though. No bravado means
they talk about sex.
So
no, it just explicit. It was like it wasn't. Yeah.
We're getting a lot of porn spam at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I was like, no, sir. Mm-mm.
I've just
my big finger touched that I'm wrong.
like, come on, man. If you want porn, we know where to go and get it. Why are you spamming people with your bullshit?
Yeah,
it's really annoying. But hey, such is life. So let's check in with some of our folk. Claude Thornton is watching. Hey, Sugar. Eve Hines is watching. Boats Uton. I don't want to mess up his surname. Uton Deko. Swade Biari is watching. Trevor Banton is watching. Swade is laughing at something that we said. But and a couple other people are watching that I cannot see. I don't know if they're watching with you guys. But yeah, it's been a while. It's our first show since we've got back from Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi was an experience. Let's say that. It was an experience. I think if you haven't gone, you should definitely go. Mm-hmm. The hotel was out of this world. Parties was out of this world.
Outfits up banging.
Yeah, ended up having a good time, challenging at first, but ended up having a great time. But yeah, since I've got back, I found that I need a holiday to recover from the holiday, and I need like help with my work. I'm at that stage now where I feel like I just need help with my work. It's a lot. So you guys coming on as moderators means the world. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, because it is gonna lighten our loads. It really is. So welcome, and don't let them draw you out your skin, Char.
Oh,
That's
no.
what I say.
Oh.
Gee whiz, how you doing, my love?
It's good. Everything's good. Everything's good.
You doing all them Christmas parties, G?
Hey, listen.
All them Christmas parties, yeah?
Listen. From yesterday, Friday I've got one. The 2nd I've got one. Then the 7th, 8th, 9th, 11th, the 14th, the 15th.
Right.
Hey, the joke. But hey, it's really, you know, it's quite. It's really.
You love it, really, don't you?
No, I don't mind it. You know what? It pays the child fees. You know what I mean? It's child fees.
Gary's going on like he's got a bag of picnic.
I know.
Listen, these things that one or two is expensive, yeah.
But isn't one quite big, Gary?
Yeah, well, one's birthday's tomorrow. She's 25 tomorrow. And,
you go.
And what? You think that stops people asking for money?
No, but you know, you're going on like you got to be paying £1,200 nursery fees every month. Them days are done, no?
No, not quite. You know what I mean? But these guys, but no, it's right. It's been all right. It's been all right. Yeah, but it's just watching people do things like, you know, people always come say, "Oh, can I have a quote for this?" And it's like, well, what do you want? What do you mean? What do you want? I'm like, well, it can be from say £500 to 4,000. What do you want? Do you want lights? Do you want this? Do you want that? And people kind of talking to people about what they want and what their companies need. I'm doing a big yellow storage Christmas party at the Hyatt Hotel.
Oh,
we're kicking at the whole hotel and everything. It's gonna look wicked.
Do you need an assistant?
I was gonna say, do you want to plus one?
We'll come. We've done a gig for Gary once, isn't it, Natalie? It was one of the best gigs ever. Oh, Natalie's disappeared.
No, we
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it was the best.
Do you know what I said to somebody actually? One of the girls at one of the things, I said, what you should do, you should get someone to come and vlog your event and do a little video of like the highlights and all the things that happen. And I said, and she was like, oh yeah, how much would that be? I said, I saw someone do it for like 250 quid for you. And she was like, oh yeah, well, gosh, we have something to think about. But just to capture the bits of the party and stuff like that, so everyone gets something to remember by, you know, I mean, pictures, photo booths, all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
that's been special. You know, Christmas is a nice time. It's a nice time for everybody.
It is a nice time.
And then once you finish playing the Christmas songs that you like, it's all right.
What did you say?
So once I start playing the Christmas tunes that you lot don't like, Mariah's and all this stuff, and Slade.
I asked Gary to do a couple of playlists for our event coming up, and I specifically asked for some Christmas music. But when it got to that, I was rolling my eyes. I was like, oh, I can't do it. I can't. It's just too much, too corny.
But it's that time, isn't it? It's that time of year. The George Michael, Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I mean,
some of them I like, and some of them I'm like, oh,
yeah, dry.
Yeah.
Dry.
Yeah. All right. So let's So when we was on our little hiatus, P Diddy had a little bit of a scandal, but let's do this. I want to talk about my Meet the Stockists. We're having a tiny small event because this shop, my new stockist, is based in Brixton Village. And for those of you that are familiar with Brixton Village, you will know that the spaces are quite small. So we haven't done like our usual cupcakes and cocktails because that can get hundreds of people coming out and that shop just can't accommodate it. However, this shop is Black owned. She's got a few of us in there. I think there's 13 different vendors in there. Her name's Mashanti, and she's based on 82 on the 5th Avenue of Brixton Village. So she's Unit 82. She's got about 13 vendors in there, and we're all Black owned. So I want to encourage everybody to shop Black owned for Christmas where you can. And I put out a little video of the different vendors that are in there. You can get cups, you can get African print oven mitts and apron. You can get African clothes, handmade clothes, like independent designer clothes and stuff like that. Just obviously we're stocked in there, Diva Choices in there, and it's just got some great, like there's key rings, everything from key rings to jewelry to oven mitts, like I said, to skincare, but it's all black owned. So I am having a tiny little event where the first 20 customers that come to see us will give you a little gift from Diva Choice, and I just want you to meet my stockist and look at all of the other black owned brands in store in time for Christmas. And then we have got our second installment of the Black Excellence Pop-Up Fest. Natalie, can you explain this, please?
Yeah,
we're really
so
excited about it.
We did the first one on the 7th of October. So it's just platforming and showcasing a variety of different black-owned
Can't really hear you, babe.
Yeah.
It must be reception.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's so gang. Go on.
Must be the reception. Yeah, so just platforming black-owned businesses, showcasing them while socializing, like a nice, exaggerated version of a sip and shop. So a nice kind of luxury shopping experience, but where you can buy black, enjoy some music, food, little champagne reception. It's good vibes. Very, very good vibes. We've got another one coming up.
We're gonna hope to. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, we've got another one coming up on the 17th, the Christmas party. So, yeah, obviously we hope to see everyone there.
Yeah, and Gary's going to come and spin a couple tunes for us in between.
Yeah, bare Christmas tunes. It's Christmas.
I look still bad, man. All right. So whilst we were out on our hiatus and trying to kind of gather ourselves since we've been back, this whole thing's come out with Cassie and Diddy. 50 Cent's been clowning Diddy, like he's vowed to make a whole documentary surviving Diddy.
Yeah.
He put this out the other day on his Instagram. He said, because do you think this is photoshopped? Because why is he the only one with his trousers down?
I have no idea.
I'll tell you how I know it's photoshopped. It's the trousers are back to front.
But his feet
his trousers ain't back to front. He's got the button in the front, Gary.
It's got what?
There's a button in the front.
Them things have got pockets. See the pockets sticking out with the paper out of it. His napkin sticking out the front of it on the bottom.
Yeah, but you've got pockets at the front of jeans.
Yeah.
That's back to back, man.
It's not, Gary. Look, it's not. There's a fly and a button at the front, man.
Photoshopped.
Yeah.
Photoshop, man. Do you know what I mean?
Why are you saying it's Photoshop? You like Diddy, do you?
I don't. Listen. Do you know? I don't want to give away anything. I've been introduced to him. My aunt works. My aunt used to be one of the VPs at Sony BMG Records. So I used to go when I used to go to New York all the time. I used to be in the office, and him and his sister and everyone was in the building where they worked, Bad Boy and all that. So I used to see them all the time. So I know stories that my aunt told me and people have told me from years ago. So now it coming out surprising me. It's kind of like this shit. Everyone doesn't know this. From how many years people have been talking about this and that. So it don't surprise me. Listen, did he do all the stuff they say he's done? I don't know. I wasn't there. But you paid someone off. But then I would pay her off as well if I was in his position.
Would you really though?
Yeah, definitely.
Why? If you know that you hadn't,
do you know what?
But you hadn't done anything, why would you pay somebody off? Wouldn't you think that it would make you look like you're guilty and so quickly as well? Do
you know what? To be honest with you, I've been caught a couple of times for different things. Actually, I spoke to Trisha about this year. I got a couple of flats and stuff, and one of the tenants went mad and pulled down ceilings. Said I flooded the place, and then said it was me letting sewage come in the yard. Had to go court, and my solicitor said, Gary, pay her. He goes, what? He goes, don't even get that argument. Just give her $5,000, tell her go away. And he's like, I said, what? I got my flat. What? He goes, pay her. I'm telling you. I didn't take his advice. I argued. Right? I went court and all that. Even though I still had to give her like $1,000 and change, but it cost me like 20-odd grand in legal fees.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like,
And that's what I said that as well. I reckon that's probably why. And it was a civil thing that she put forward, wasn't it? It wasn't even a criminal, a civil case that she brought and everything. But I don't think she's lying anyway.
She's lying, but
personally, I don't think she's lying. But I just think I do feel a bit of it, like you said, paid her off to just, you know what, go away, take this and go away, shut your mouth, get lost. Yeah. So, and that's what he done with his artists and stuff like that, didn't he? Yeah. Give them back their masters. It was a case of, well, you have to sign this NDA, take the masters, go away. But you can't chat about me, you can't chat about Bad Boy, you can't chat about this, that. Yeah. So, you know, but I don't think she's lying anyway, personally.
I don't think she's lying. I just think that if I'm in his position, I'm paying. Just get rid of it's going to cost you in the long run. It can be way more.
It's true.
I mean, if you look at OJ Simpson, right, when he fought his case, it cost over $90 million. My man's bankrupt.
OJ Simpson's case,
it's still $90 million. And he won that case, and then they still sued him on a civil level. He lost everything else.
Yeah.
Take the money, go. Seriously. With the aggravation. America ain't no joke for suing people, you know.
I know.
That's true. For every little thing.
Yeah, you mean what did one of the famous people said? You're not famous in America until someone sued you. Yeah. Because as soon as you got a bit of money, somebody's coming out. One ex-girlfriend's coming out to sue you.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not saying she's lying.
New devils.
I'm not she's lying. But no, one thing about it. One thing I do find quite frustrating about these things is when you was with him for how many years, walking on his arm, happily ever after, talking about how, and I have this issue about people in relationships. When you're talking about your relationship, how it's the best thing in the world, I love my man and my man loves me, and then 6 months later, I hate him, he was trying to kill me, I can't hear you.
Yeah, but that's a different scenario, G, man.
Yeah.
Because you assume because she was with him for so long and on his arm that it was all hunky-dory and everything was nice.
Oh, she was saying that.
But then
but maybe she was saying that, but maybe she was forced into saying that. Do you not feel you know, without going into personal issues, I feel there was a lot of control there. He was a lot older than her and he was controlling. So
the grooming part.
Exactly. And obviously explaining that to a man, I don't think a man's gonna understand that. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I hear you. I mean,
but didn't he support her though as well? Wasn't she put on social media when Kim Porter died? Is it Kim Porter? No. Kim Porter. Yeah. You know, being by his side, etc. So I get where Gary's coming from. It's like one minute they're all there, next minute not. But then at the same time, you know, you never know what's going on behind closed doors.
I agree that, but just keep.
You don't.
If I'm dating someone, I'm not talking about business. Oh, you the best relation ever. And then they come out and tell me next minute, oh, he was Gary was the worst boyfriend I've ever been with. And 2 weeks ago, you're telling me I bought you a Gucci pair of trainers and it's the best present I've ever had. I can't hear you.
I don't know.
That's my personal thing. Just keep it to if you come out and say, oh, my partner was really, I don't know nothing about your relationship, and you say our partnership was really abusive, and I'll be there for you. I'll talk to you. But if you're out on all different types of media talking about how wonderful your person is and this, that, and the other, it's quite hard to kind of get into the whole. I find that the whole thing.
Yeah, but that's where coercion and control and comes into things.
Yeah.
Did you say yes?
What's that?
Yeah. When she was singing, when he was giving her a record contract, she was there singing "It's Me and You," all things like that.
Yeah, but she was young, G.
That's a song.
No, when she started doing her record contract at the beginning, then that's all. And then when I can't remember, he was dating somebody, then he broke up with her, and then he went out, and then he started dating Cassie, and it was the whole thing around in the R&B world about how they're dating and how they're getting together. I don't mind if you. It's really when people say, "Oh, she's young," that kind of makes it look well. If you're dating somebody and you feel you're big enough to date that person, whatever reason it is, then you're dating them. You mean as long as she's above the legal age and he's not committing no offences, then you're dating them. You can't be saying, "Oh, 10 years later, oh, that person was really young. I shouldn't have dated them."
No, but no one said he's not saying that though, is he? That's what I'm saying.
That. Yeah, she's saying that.
But Gary, she was 19 and he was what? 37.
30 something. Yeah,
Come on
14.
Come on. She was 19 and he was 37. Do you not think, being P Diddy, Mr. Bad Boy producer, that was questionable to her?
I'm not saying it wasn't attractive. I do find it a bit weird when girls of them age, that kind of age, like them old man like that. I find it real. Like when I was young, I was like, why is she going to have that Papa Charlie for? If I was
Charlie.
but you see, the thing is, when you get them type of men, they go for the vulnerable ones that they can groom and they can do what they want with. They don't start off being horrible, because otherwise that girl's going to up and go, isn't she? And from my own personal experience of being with someone that was older than me, that I was with for a number of years, they don't start off being horrible because they've got to reel you in.
That's how abuse is. That's how it starts.
That's how grooming is. They make you feel like you need them, you want them. First of all, you want them because they make you want them. Then it gets to a point where you feel that you need them, and then that's when the abuse starts and the control and everything else. So it's not you meet him and then a month later he punches you in the face and gives you a black eye and you can walk out.
I do in my field. I do see that, and I do a lot of counselling with people that have been through abuse and DV relationship. I find, but
that's why I'm surprised you're saying this.
Yeah, exactly.
When I'm saying this, I'm saying it's kind of different. If you're if I don't know about your history, then you come to my outfit. I can be so. I just can't hear certain celebrities talking about when they're on TV talking about how wonderful things are. And I'm just looking and thinking, I tell you I'll be the same thing. I don't think this is true, and please don't counsel me at there. It'd be like Meghan and Harry, and then Harry coming out and saying, "Oh, she was really horrible. She was holding me." I'm like, I can't hear you, bruv. You was there defending her, talking all your big talk. Shut up! Don't say nothing at all.
You need a little bit more heart, okay? Because it's not as easy as that. It's not as simple as that.
So you're
don't say nothing.
It's not as easy as that.
Don't say nothing.
In a way, I kind of get what he's saying, but I don't get it in.
If I'm not asking you a question, Trish, then don't tell me, like, yeah?
Yeah, because I had an acquaintance that why are you laughing? I could just hear Shani giggling. I had an acquaintance that used to make out like they had the best relationship ever. She had the best relationship ever. And then when them broke up and them fight, then that's when you hear everything. So you think to yourself, well, then why did you say? Like, some of the things that she actually said were lies because you was showboating.
Yeah.
But that's
different. I was just about to say, but that's different from grooming and abuse. So there's a difference between someone just trying to show out on people, to the abused, though.
I'm not. I mean, if you're getting abused, I'm taking that. I'm just talking about people who are celebrities or people that I know who come and tell me about how their relationship's the greatest thing in the world. My man does this, my girl does that. When they break up, everyone hates each other. I can't hear you.
But did she say that? Because Cassie never really
said. This
is
what I'm saying. I don't.
No, she just said that she was abused, and she's talking about.
No, before when she was. I've never heard her actually say that Diddy.
No, she's never.
Is this, Diddy's that? I've never heard it. So if there has,
I've not heard it.
No.
I've never heard that. It's only since
Bear in
recently with her
mind-
lawsuit. Oh, sorry.
She's frozen now.
Oh.
It's only
Yeah,
from
no, I
her.
was gonna say,
Go on
bear
then.
in mind, she didn't.
Frozen?
You frozen again now?
It's like
I think she's
working.
frozen. Did you just lose what you was gonna say? Did it just go out your head? Don't lie. Natalie goes on like she smokes
No,
weed, you know. I
it's
swear to
just
God.
like-
Nats, what's going on, man? Come on.
No, it's just froze. Can you hear me now? Is it?
I hear you.
We can hear you, but it's freezing, or we can't. What was you gonna say?
So annoying. No, I was gonna say, bear in mind, she never even came out of it. She filed a lawsuit and it got leaked. So social media even running him. She filed her own lawsuit, and obviously it come out. She still ain't really about it.
Yeah.
Right.
She was just in private thing with him, and it out. Obviously it's public record, but to be fair, I didn't really hear her say nothing before. I ain't heard her say nothing after.
I haven't heard her say nothing
So,
after, to be honest.
Yeah, I think this is very personal. For
And
her.
personally, I've never seen her in a picture with Diddy where she's actually smiling. Neither.
There you go.
I have.
I've never seen her smiling.
No, I have.
There was on the Jimmy Kimmel show one day, talk smiling up together, holding hands.
Yeah, I have. I believe her. And the reason I've put 50 Cent is because he's been clowning.
He's been
clowning. And he's also been corroborating some of the things that she's been saying.
Yeah. Listen, I believe the stuff is true. I said, from what I've seen, I believe the stuff is true. I'm not even going to argue.
There's been wild things. There's been wild things going on about Diddy for years. And I guess my brain went all over the place with this one because I like Diddy. Well, that the same way I liked R. Kelly.
Liked or liked? Like or liked?
A bit of both, because I'm a bit upset. I'm not gonna lie. Like, come on, man, not another one. Like, it seems like all of our musical heroes are gonna go down this way. And all right, let's go into what some of
he can't be charged though.
Yeah, so that's what's there to say.
Yeah, but I just feel sometimes I feel like with power, this is kind of where it goes, and this is what happens. Do you know what I mean? Like once these men have got certain powers, record companies or whatever, this is the kind of thing that ends up coming out about them because they end up taking the piss and thinking that they can and behave how they like.
But you got regular guys who do the same thing, yeah? I'll never get it.
Yeah. But they're not rich enough.
Exactly.
They're not rich enough. I tell you, my father was rich. I'd sue him as well. That bad. He just brought pocket, so
can't sue him.
It's like, hey, sell a dream to everybody. Selling those dreams.
You're back now.
I hate StreamYard with a passion. I've decided I hate it. I'm done with it.
Natalie, have you thought about using your phone to stream? Like not stream, but using the internet on your phone as a hotspot?
It's terrible. Because I had twice when we've done the show where my internet went down. So I used my hotspot and there was not a time where I wasn't frozen.
Is that when we done Swaby's show? It was one time, I think it was Swaby's show. I was like, Char, I might as well just get on with the interview because
I was done out here.
Phone company,
it's better on my phone, but I hate using my phone because I need my phone to share and all of that business, but it's not working on the iPad.
It's a bit weird because if it's good on your phone, it should be the same connection.
It should be.
Okay, it's weird.
It's a big idiot thing. I just want to throw it. I just wanted to dash the iPad and I was like, behave.
All right, Well, let's see what some of our No Bravado Massive said. Char, or one of you, read out these comments, please, whilst I share this, please.
Oh, on my phone, I can't bloody see the damn thing properly.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah.
Or someone else read it then.
Trying to make it bigger.
Oh, hold up.
Look at all of us fighting for our lives in the screen.
Can't even see, yeah.
My glasses are.
It's got like a square at the bottom where you can make it bigger. That's what I have to do. I'll start whilst you lot figure it out.
Oh, Lisa Lee.
Yeah.
Lisa C's put definitely has receipts. That quick illegal solution means it needed to be shut down before it all came out. Trisha's put, what do you think? Do you think the reason he paid her so fast is that he had so fast is that she had worse to expose?
I can see
I
that.
think more was gonna come.
I
think he has everything. That girl had so much proof. He had to shut her down quickly.
That's why. Yeah, that's why she was so bold to ask for 30 million, and he paid 9 figures from what's been reported. So now she can purchase. Some top tier therapy and try to get over the 10 years of abuse.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing about paying people money, in it, because everyone says it's hush money. It may not be hush money; it's just convenience money.
Same thing. Harder than the CM family. Stephen Moy said, "My mama always told me what goes around comes around. Everything in the dark comes to light." So everyone thinks he's guilty.
Yeah,
I think he's guilty of most of. Well, I do think he's guilty of doing certain things. All of it, maybe not. I don't know, but I do think he's guilty of something. I feel that he has misused his status in the music industry with a lot of young women. Some of them are going to want to come. And men. Some of them are going to want to come forward. Some of them
allegedly
aren't. Yeah, some of them, feel, what can I do? I can't go against Puff Daddy kind of thing. But yeah, it's a case of what is the truth, and the only people that know the truth is the people who are involved.
Yeah, well,
she knew she was able to do what she knew she was able to demand that much money because of what she had. So, yeah, she was bold. Don't want little 5-10 million. I want 30 million, and you paid. Whether it was hush money, whether it was whatever kind of money, at the end of the day, you paid. So it was a case of either you pay me 30 million or I take it further.
But he didn't give a goddamn, because he paid her the 30 million, and then he was on his Instagram, dancing
away
about no one can't touch him and all this business. He didn't give an absolute shit. All them people. Who was it that he's supposed to have held over the balcony? He blew up someone's car, all kind of thing. Him don't business,
And that's why if it was my personal opinion, if everything that she was saying was true, if she had all her receipts, I would have, But the thing is, what is more important to her, the money or having people know what he's done? That's the question. So if it's more about the money, okay, cool, take your money. But if it's about people and the truth, they're never going to know because now you've taken a deal. So what was that all about?
She can still talk about it. She ain't signed no non-disclosure or nothing.
Who knows that?
She can write a book.
I think she probably would have. I think if you're taking the money,
she would have signed something.
Yeah, because we don't.
They're going to get 30 million.
You don't get 30 million. You don't get that.
Yeah, she's going to get 30 million without saying you can't talk. She signed it and no disclosure. That's too much money to be threatened about whether or not you're going to come back again or say something to you're going to.
I said when I had to go court and my tenant thing, it was only like $2,000 I had to give her, and she had to sign a non-disclosure and say she's not going to come back. So that was for $2,000. Yeah. So 30 million to sign the papers.
But it might not be her. It might be her mum. It might be her sister. It might be someone else that knows.
But then she can't say nothing.
She can't. Yeah, she can't.
No, but if her mum If her mum said, let's say, for example, her mum came to court, then she would be called as a witness, and she legally couldn't say anything.
And
So there's no
maybe
receipt.
sorry, go on, go. Sorry.
No, go Karen.
No, go on. Mm-mm.
And because no receipts. Once you sign the paper, you can't be put up in court until you sign the paper.
But maybe the contact, whatever contact she may have been forced to sign before she got the money, it may have had in there that nobody in her family is able to say anything. Yeah. So he would have covered all frigging angles, left, right, backwards, halfway. He would have covered everything.
Dancing the next day.
The man.
That's why he was dancing and
that's
big
what I'm saying. So
big bottle of champagne. He was dancing.
That's bravado, mate. Because more people have crawled out of the woodworks to say that they've done
1991.
Exactly.
Yeah, more people have crawled out the woodwork. I
did. No one can hold me down.
I actually like it. So when this came out, I was a bit like, what the heck? Not that, and the thing is, I always questioned it anyway, because I always thinking, what are you doing with? And I questioned her as to what are you doing with him? But I knew, I was thinking, well, he's P Diddy, innit, kind of thing. And I understand why a 37-year-old man would want a 19-year-old. I get that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't.
But I always, of course, anyway, we won't go into that. But I always questioned their relationship from I knew it. Do you know what I mean? From the inception, I was a bit like, this is a bit odd. Do you know what I mean? Like, because my 19-year-old daughter could not come home to me and tell me she got a man that's 37. Oh no, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Oh hell no.
Stop singing Missing You.
Oh God, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? It was too much. It was too much. But at the end of the day, she went through what she went through, got what she's got, and obviously, I think it was about getting money, because if she was gonna expose him, she would have exposed him, innit?
She would have. I'll take that.
But
people are talking about murder. People are talking about like all kinds of things that he's supposed to have done. So if you're going to expose him, she has, in a way, she's exposed him.
She started,
and she got paid. And if she turns up dead, people are going to be like, "Oh well, come on, you got to open up some criminal charges." So in a way, she's been kind of clever about the way that she's done it, because she's kind of untouchable now. Because if she pops up dead, it's just going to look too suspicious.
Yeah.
If she's going to get paid, and she's opened the floodgates for everybody else to be coming out and saying, I think it's kind of clever the way she's did it. And little Cassie that you don't think can really say can't mash ants.
And mashing plenty ant.
Have you ever watched The Breakfast Club when 50 Cent is on there talking about Diddy or Puff Daddy or whatever we call it?
When he calls him a fruit pop.
No.
He says he wants to take him shopping. But I just think 50 Cent is a troll.
He makes me die, that guy.
And it's his face. He's like, yeah, Diddy said, "Well, take me shopping. I'm a grown-ass man."
But what I'm like, why is 50 so heavily invested in this? Like 50's trolling the fuck out of Diddy. And it's like, why do you pop up everywhere making trouble? What is your problem?
I think that he knows exactly what he's about. And Diddy didn't come for 50.
Diddy never come for him, no.
Because 50 knows exactly what Diddy is about. And
no one comes for 50 though. Who comes for 50?
He's not even defending himself against anything, he's not even responding to any stupidness that 50's do. And it is stupidness, but behind that jest, there's a little bit of seriousness around it. He's not having it. And I like that. Good. But it's all happening now because all the thing about Aaron Hall and the young girl and what he's been doing with girls in hotel rooms and whatnot. I said, listen, like you said, Trish, all these singers and people that are Aaron Hall.
Love will set me free.
Yeah, he done an interview talking. He does, and this is the thing when you get into your bravado and you chat shit.
Right.
He goes on to this interview and he says how he's got a big dick and he's got a a warning sign tattooed on his rib cage, and he was like, "I like niggas to watch me fuck."
Yeah.
Jodeci's watched me fuck. Diddy's watched me fuck. So
Yeah.
you're confirming what
That
it is that people are saying out there. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you want to chat shit and show off. With your little dry
and
face.
he was saying that you don't have, what's all this about taking girls on dates and to Dubai and this, that, and the other?
Close
You
your
just
eyes.
take your hand and take them, because you close your eyes, you're anywhere. You're anywhere. I said, Jesus Christ, look at
You know
this.
what?
But can I just ask you guys? I'm going to move on to the next thing because it's all tied in. But actually, I'll ask: do you think this is about them being gay, or do you think it's something deeper than that? Because I feel like in this day and age, wouldn't you just be gay?
No,
Like, what's the big expose? I don't get it.
Well, I don't think it's a bit like we said before, innit? First thing, two things to say. One thing someone said to me years ago, I don't know if they're a police officer. He said, "People do things wrong, or criminals have an urge to confess." Right? You sit with any criminal for any amount of time. I will tell you how many bags they rob, how much thing there. People have an urge to confess. So if you stay with someone long enough, they will tell you all their business. So in regards to the whole thing, I think it goes back to what I was saying earlier, Trisha. With them man have been promoting a style and what they've been or acting for years, or making people think they're a certain way for years. So now they can't come out and say, "Oh, I'm gay, I'm this, or I'm bisexual." You can't do it because your whole bravado is built on this persona about yourself. Now you can't come out now and be something different.
Yeah.
Why in Hollywood?
Not see, but see,
but they're black, man. They're still gonna.
Hip hop thing is different, isn't it? It's not. He's not Little Nas X that's come out and be kind of like this.
His devil outfit.
But Little Nas X are doing thing, and them love him up.
Yeah, but he's always been like that.
So he started.
Yeah,
he's
always been like that. Yeah,
that's really been that. He's not changing. Little MA and them. That's how they've been.
Yeah.
Man, like 50, Puffy.
Imagine if Diddy was to come out and say that he was gay.
Yeah. This wouldn't work.
I don't think so.
What wouldn't work?
50, them man, it's not. Yeah, they would be cancelled.
I mean, this wouldn't work.
I don't know. I think in a society now that celebrates sexuality, different sexuality, when we was growing up, it was queer eye for a straight guy or whatever it is. Now them LGBTQ
the alphabet.
P N. So it doesn't matter. They've got something for everyone now.
There would be a section of people that would welcome them, of course.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be the section
more
of
than
people
the hate, I think, especially in Hollywood.
I don't know. Yeah,
but they're not selling to Hollywood, are they? You lot are forgetting, they're not selling to Hollywood. They're selling to
the roadman.
The people. That's all they're selling to.
They've been booking in Queens and Harlem. Imagine.
Right. No, you're not selling anything. Hollywood could buy you. Hollywood's a little area. I mean, you may sell 20,000 records in the little Hollywood area or to those people. But
I'm talking about Hollywood, the industry.
Yeah, but even the industry may promote you, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna be loved off and stuff. Yeah.
Oh well. Which brings me on.
Oh, go on.
Sorry, go on, Char. What was going to say?
No, I'm saying it's like with Oprah. She would never come out and say she's gay because she's always denied it.
Yeah. Foolishness, you know.
She would never.
If you're gay, just be gay. Oprah. Who's going to do what? Who's going to say what?
She's with Stedman. How would you mean gay?
Oprah's with.
For years they said
he's gay too. Her and Gail have been an item for God knows how long.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Allegedly.
But she would never come out and say that she's gay.
Allegedly.
The two of them are covering up for each other. Plain and simple. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, they are.
We don't want to get sued.
Oh, sorry. Allegedly. Sorry.
It's just we're not even on their radar yet with our little tiny community.
But I'm saying like with was it Will Smith and his bodyguard said how he
all right, so let's moving on to that's the next one.
That's bad mind. Don't care. That's just bad.
Right. So this was going to be my question.
That's
so Will and Jada's former chatty patty friend So he was Will Smith's assistant,
Mm.
and he reckons that he walked in and caught Will Smith having sex with Dwayne Martin, allegedly. But again, my thing wasn't even this. When I watched it with my mum, because me and my mum watched it, and I said to my mum, what do you think of this? And my mum was like, I don't think he should be out there chatting at the people them's business like that. But then
They do it themselves.
he is saying that Will and Jada are trying to crush him, and they've been coming after him. So this is his retaliation. So I guess my question to you guys is, after 38 years of friendship, if you have a falling out and you feel like someone's coming for you, is it acceptable to defend yourself in this way, or should you be taking that shit to the grave?
I'm taking that shit to the grave.
Gary?
I've got other ways I can strip you. There's other ways I can bury you, but I'm not doing that because I don't want you to have a reason to come back and fling my business out there.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, no, I'll keep it real. I'm not having you chat. I'm not gonna give you no reason to be like, well, boy, she's chatting my business. I want to chat. No, I will come at you if it means that much to me. I will come at you another way, or I'll be just like,
yeah, but what other way?
Knock yourself out.
What other way? If I've got a friend and I've been that person's friend for nearly 40 years, and I know that you're trying to come for me, I'm going to wrass you. Simple, plain and simple. I will wrass you. If it's apparent that you're coming for me and you're trying to bring me down, then I will wrass you.
What do you mean I will wrass you? You mean you will chat out the business?
I will expose the people them. Yes. Yes, I will expose you. I will expose you. If you're coming for me, all I have is defense, isn't it?
True.
And I'm going to defend myself, yeah? So if that means you're undercover and I know you're undercover, then I will expose your backside and feel no way. None.
Gary?
You know what? Sometimes there's lots of miscommunications, and people think they're coming for people, they're not coming for them, or there's a mix. If I knew for sure they were coming for me, I'm gonna write a book and blow everyone up.
This is what I'm saying.
If I'm not too sure, I'll try and make a phone call and say, look, I heard these things. Is this true or false? Or
I would have to know for sure. I wouldn't do that lightly. It's not something
lightly. But if you were definitely trying to blackmail me, not me get any work or something, I'm gonna write the book and make my money.
And
the thing about it, what's there to tell? Jada's already told that the whole business.
This is what I'm saying. And what would Jada and Will have to come for him for?
Exactly.
He was like their bodyguard or whatever he was.
He was Will's assistant, and he then, he was Will's assistant for years. Then kind of started to really build a name in the industry. So you see him around with different celebrities doing whatever. And then he started to build his own business. So he then built his own business doing product placement for celebrities. So people will pay him big money to get their products in front of celebrities because of the relationships that he's built with them.
Right.
Him and Jada don't get on. He says Jada's an evil bitch. Jada's been coming for him. And then they've had their fallings out along the years. And then they asked him to do the promo and the gift bags for Will's book launching. He does the promo. Sorry?
Will's or Jada's book launch?
Will's, because Will wrote a book before Jada.
Yeah.
So they've asked him to do the book launch and do like gift bags, which means he has to go to his clients, get thousands of pounds worth of product to put in these gift bags to do the thing. Then they've agreed it all, apparently, according to him. They've agreed it all, and then he's got the products, and then Jada starts saying, well, hang on a minute. So where does this, how much do you charge, and where's the money going? And then started to backpedal out of it, and then kind of quashed the deal and left him high and dry with thousands of pounds worth of items. So in his opinion, that hurts his business.
Okay.
That hurts his reputation. And then they were saying things about him being dishonest or whatever the case may be. So that's why he's now doing this tell-all expose book. I mean, now before I give my opinion, I want to hear yours.
I think if someone says something to you, even if you fall out, I don't think you should ever say anything. But I think if you're coming for me, like, and didn't he say something, they were going to take his life or something like that, almost like a threat to take his life, then I need to put it out there so that you lot know, listen, if anything happens to me, it's these man.
Natalie, put that to the dead.
Listen, but it will make them think twice. It will make them think twice because if you come for me
that's
now,
why I think Cassie did it.
Yeah, it's too hot. It's too hot for you to come for me now. It's too hot for you to come for me now. But I don't know. With me, I ain't got time for the tit for tat and the back and forth and the thingy thing. I'm very good at just switching people off. I don't give a fuck. I'm not explaining myself to no one. I'm not giving my side of the story. I don't give a fuck. I can't see myself doing a tell-all or thingy because you said things to try and hurt my reputation. I'm like, all right, especially as they're hurting themselves anyway.
Exactly.
Jada's doing all the damage. But if I feel like, no, you're trying to put my life in danger, then I think I would put something out. I'll be like, listen, if anything happens, because then they'd think twice. They can't just go and hit me up because it's hot. The block is hot now. I've blown them up. But apart from that, I didn't know about him before. No one really knew about him like that before.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. And I hate the back and forth on social media thing. Like, when I see people argue now on social media, so there'll be a couple live together, but they'll go on live to argue. So they'll go on live. One gives their side to rant on a live on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. The other one will then come back with a rant on a live, their own stuff. Who's got time? I don't have energy for them things. I don't even care about the money. I don't like stress. So I don't think so unless I had to, like, literally to save my life. I genuinely couldn't be bothered. I'm very much a person, let them think what they think. I don't give a fuck. If that's what they put out there and people believe them, I don't care.
I agree. And I'm like that, but to a point. I've got a ceiling. I have a ceiling. And if you lick that ceiling and bust it, you're finished. Finished.
To be fair, if I'm real, if I'm being honest with you, I'm not like the person that's gonna write, I'm gonna go for you and take for you all you got. I'm going to go for you, like literally, physically thinking that's how I'm gonna go. I'm going to physically come for you. I'm going to come.
You're gonna punch up again. You're gonna punch.
So I'm not gonna I'm not very much so like. I'm not very strategic like that. I can't. So I think it's either one or it's one or the other. Like, but if I feel like my life's in danger and obviously I can't take that route, then I'm going to expose them so that they'll think twice about coming for me because it will just be way too hot. It'll be way too hot for them. But what he did, sitting on there doing interviews,
that's how
it's just not.
It's bad.
That would be me.
And now I saw a video today, of their wedding, Dwayne Martin and right. I saw a video of their wedding, and like when we said with the whole thing with R. Kelly came out, and then we started to listen to his music differently, innit? Because of and the lyrics. And this person that put up this video was really trying to, because there was a picture, there was a point where, because Will Smith was one of his best men, obviously, one of his groomsmen. So, there was a picture of him, Will Smith, with his arm around him. And the person was pointing out little things. I'm just thinking, like, come on, man. It's a man them at his wedding. Like, come on. It's ridiculous. You're being ridiculous now. And I think it's really bad mind what he's done. If it is true, even if it's true, it's bad mind. It's a bad mind. Do you know what I mean? But like I said,
she always said that Will Smith mash up her and Jada mash up her marriage, didn't she?
She did.
Said that?
Tisha Campbell always said that Jada and Will mash up her marriage
because of the relationship that they had. And the other one, another woman said that as well about not Will
Lisa
Smith.
Ray said that about Dwayne Martin.
Exactly. Yeah, she says that. She doesn't like it.
Her husband.
Obviously, something's going on in that circle. Do you know what I mean? Something is going on in that circle, but I don't know, mate. I don't know, but I do feel that man was very bad mind because, all right.
Someone's asking, how's it bad mind?
Because there's no need for that, really. What I'm saying is, if like you said, if I felt that my life was in danger and you was coming for me, then I would expose you in some sort of way. Do you know what I mean? But like we said, my man sat down with that woman of all people. That's like Wendy Williams. She come like Wendy Williams. All she's looking for is dirt. You know what I mean? So it's not even.
And she ain't learned her lesson, because Cardi B sued her for what, 5 million?
Exactly.
And won. So I learned your lesson yet.
Right.
But it is what it is. I mean, all right. So my opinion on this, because I was watching it and I was like eating my popcorn whilst I was watching. I'm not gonna lie. Like, some of the things he said was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh. And me and my mum was debating because my mum was like, I can see why he did it because they're coming for him. But at the same time, there's something about 38 years of friendship and then just chatting out the business like that just don't sit well with me.
Yeah.
If I'm 100% honest, I before, especially like situations that you may find yourself in, I would always want to get my story out there and to get my side out there, and especially if I feel I'm being lied on or ganged on or something like that, I would really want to be like, well, no, I've got proof and this happened and that happened. Now I don't care about being the villain in people's story, Let me just be the villain and give me my cloak. I don't give a fuck. If I was to start chatting friends' business when I fall out with them, everybody's done out smash up. Everybody did out there. Seriously, because the things people tell me, if I was to ever start chatting, everybody mash up. But there's something that it doesn't sit right with me. If you were friends, especially for 38 years, I may say little bits and pieces to defend myself. But again, if I have to say too much where it's going to really just blow up everything, I'll just take my cape and be the villain. It's fine. Because people who know me, know me, I don't really need to justify myself to. But then comes the question, if they were really trying to pop down my business, if they were trying to pop down NLPR and that, or if they were trying to pop down Diva Choice, what we doing?
Popping them down.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like Natalie said,
you're gonna just fight them.
Be a physical thing. You probably want to kick them down, innit?
You just deal with them how you're used to. I'm not used to dealing with people in that way. So if I've got a problem with someone like that on a serious level, I'm used to confronting it head on. I don't know if he's done that already, but what I will say as well, if you didn't have a problem with it when you lot were friends, don't start. Because I'm sitting there looking at you like you were just chilling, bro, the whole time. So don't start exposing it like it's a madness now when you were sitting in that for 38 years.
Yeah, that's the other thing. If it was my friend and I walked in on them doing something effery like that, then I'm gonna say it from then. You're not going to do a tell-all on with my girl.
I think this is what someone called Factor is saying. He says the circumstances doesn't change the morality element. Your life being in danger doesn't make it different.
It 100% makes it different. It says it in the sentence. Your life being in danger would make a lot of things in life very different. It doesn't make it moral. It's a life or death situation. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm saying it has to be a life or death. It's not about whether it's changing the morality element. It's about, okay, now I have to say something because I this is the only way that will prevent them from doing anything to me.
So whoever put that's absolute nonsense. The circumstances does change how you're going to react.
The circumstances
Plain and
will
simple.
always change
If your
when
life
your
is
life
in
is in danger.
Yeah, if
in
your life
any
is in danger,
circumstance.
how you will react to something it changes the whole dynamics of the situation. Point blank. And if you don't think it does, then boy, for your business.
Think about it. If someone told you something in secret, yeah, if we're saying life or death doesn't change the morality, someone told you they did something in secret, yeah, this is an example I can use, and they said, I swear you to secrecy, swear on your kid's life you're not going to say nothing. Yeah, I swear on my kid's life. These men then think it's someone else. They're about to shoot this man that they think it is in the head. He didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's life or death. What, you're going to say? I said I wouldn't say anything.
Exactly.
Wow.
Period.
What I'm saying is I'm not saying because then the other person's going to dead. But what I'm trying to say is you're always going to think someone's life being in danger will always, of course, it's going to be a factor.
Circumstances.
Yeah.
It's going to change. Whether it changes the morality element, no, I don't know. But if I have to say this to prevent you from trying to come for me, and that's the thing, that's your Achilles heel that's going to stop you from doing it, then that's what I'm going to do. Other than that, I'm going to let you chat whatever shit you want to chat, or we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. We're going to go 1-on-1, 2-on-2, whatever the fuck we're going to, or we're going to go to war.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand people that when they fall out with people, they just chat to people's business.
Yeah, I'm not like that. Don't think I'm like that.
No. But I'm saying he seems. I'm not saying that that's what he's done.
Yeah.
This guy, because he's saying that his life was in danger, and he's saying that they did all this. But I feel like you were talking too much. So even if you needed to expose certain things, you did the most.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like he went all the way there, and I think it sounded like it's more of a revenge thing than anything else.
You know what it sounds like to me? I haven't seen all of it, but 30 seconds. It sounds like to me like, you know what? He knows his paycheck's done. Will's going, so boy, you know what? I got to try and make an extra money before my lifestyle ends dead.
Mm-hmm. And they're easy targets right now because everybody's looking at them sideways, left ways, right ways, up and down.
You know what though?
Easy targets.
Has anyone watched Jada Pinkett's interview on The Breakfast Club, the most recent one?
No.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not going to go into it because I want to move on to the next topic.
I'm going to be honest with you. I can't watch that woman, and this is, I feel quite bad. I can't watch her. I can't take her seriously. Anything she comes out of her mouth is a lie. I can't hear you.
I agree with Gary.
Her story changes so often. I can't hear you. See, this is the same thing I said earlier about if you're saying one thing one day, I can't hear you. Anything you say is a lie. I don't care.
How do we know what she's saying is a lie?
Because everything she says lies.
How do we know that, Gary? How do we know that?
Every single thing she says, I heard. She told me her and Will are happy ever after, no problem. And now she say, you're gonna say that was coercion as well.
Gary said she told me.
I don't know why you know everything she said is a lie.
Every single interview she says, she comes with some different story. Yeah,
I think she does come across very
lying.
She comes across very trained and media trained and very.
Call her a liar.
Yeah, she comes across very narcissistic in interviews, and even if it's something that's she's come across wrong, she turns every single interview about her and being a victim.
Hold on.
Nearly every, no matter what it's about. She turned the one with that artist August whatever when she first became an entanglement queen into her because she was a victim. Just you bang the boy, done. Like just stop. Sometimes it's just as simple as that.
She doesn't make herself a victim. She actually takes responsibility in this latest interview.
Hold on. Let's go back. The woman said in her book that she was Tupac asked her to marry her the day, and my man was already married. Lie like carpet. She told in the book that Tupac asked her to marry her when Tupac was already married.
But that sounds
might have asked her to marry him.
This is men.
Lie.
How do you know
what gender we are talking?
Lie.
How do you know that Tupac didn't ask her to marry him?
Hold on. So
they were good friends.
So Tupac was already married.
Yeah.
The week before she got whatever, she's saying he lie, but she was married. Lie.
Yeah, but how do you know it's a
You
lie?
can't say lie.
The whole because she told me her and Will are happily ever married, and this, that, and the other.
Telling Gary
So you. I'm happy with Will.
How many interviews? When I'm watching the interview, you're talking to me because you're watching the interview on TV. She's talking to me. That's the whole point of the interview. When you're Graham Norton, you're talking to me. I'm telling you lied.
I love Gary. He's hilarious.
I can't hear you. Tell me.
Listen, I used to really love Jada, and even with the August thing, and when everything first came out, I felt I hate when people pile on one person, so I automatically kind of try and give that person the benefit of the doubt. It was even when when Will slapped Chris Rock and everyone was blaming her, I was like, what the fuck? And then why does it always blame her? Leave her alone. But honestly, I can't take it. I just shut up. Getting into a film, get that bitch busy. She's doing too much. And I just don't like chatty patties anyway. Yeah. So she just does too much. I don't know. She's retired. And just please, we've heard enough. It's so up and down. We're going to need counselling after listening to their story. It's too much. It's too fucking much all the time. And why do you need to go and tell everyone your business? And I do believe she tells people bits that she wants to tell. I do. I get the vibe. I get the energy that she embellishes. I do. I don't think everything, but I do get embellishment, and I do get, she says things in a certain way to come across a certain way, but she still looks mad.
I mean, I bounce between feelings with Jada. Sometimes I'm like, nah, man, you're a narcissist and embarrassing up the man. And then, like I said, I watched the latest interview. I'm not going to say in case what it was, in case anyone wants to go and watch it. But she does say some interesting things. She does talk about, and what I like is that at the moment, anybody who jumps on the Jada hate train seems to be getting a lot of air. Yeah, because everybody wants to hate Jada. This is why I've highlighted this comment. It's a consequence of being a black public figure. Black people love to drag down black people when they fall out, which is interesting. But she speaks about like a lot of the negativity.
Jada's Will Smith's husband, and
yeah, I saw that. But I think that she says in the interview that, like, she talks about this place like Earth, and she talks about the fact that it's made up of dark and it's made up of light, and that there's always going to be conflict, there's always going to be hate, there's always going to be, something that's challenging, and it's learning to transcend. She thinks that life is a university, and part of learning how to cope here in life is to transcend all of the hate that you receive or any of the attacks that you receive. It's to try and transcend it, which I thought was interesting, because we all know that I will fail miserably at some of that. But
or to sit around the red table and chat people business.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, attacks. It was interesting what she was saying, and what I did come away from it thinking is true. People shouldn't be able to draw you out, number one, and number two, she realizes that she's one of the most hated people out there at the moment. She's still out there promoting her book. She don't give a fuck. She don't care, and I love it. At the moment, I'm a Jada fan. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, it's wrong. I do not hate Jada. There's no hate in my bone towards her. If I saw her on the street, I smile and say hello. I'm not saying my issue is I can't trust you. I can't trust you. She would tell she tells porcupines, as a couple as from the people from the East End would say. There's anything coming. I just can't trust anything you tell me.
You lie like Char, man.
Just be consistent. be consistent. That's all I'm asking for. Even if you change your consistency, even if you change it after halfway through, and you say to me, you know what, I thought this, but now I think this because of this. Hey, but she's not doing that though. She just and then it's all coming out with different bits and pieces. And you mean, and this is my sexist side coming out of this. As a woman, as a black woman, you're meant to be the kind of controlling, keeping the family together. You're one of the roles, yeah? And you're not doing that. You're knocking the family down.
But we don't know what he's knocking down behind closed doors.
Even if Will is doing whatever he's doing, whoever he's doing, and she's doing whatever she's doing, yeah? It's come out. It came out about her first, yeah? Like they've been swingers and all that type of things like that. That's been in the media for years. But the person who come out with the whole thing, it's about her. Now, if me and you are in a relationship and we have an agreement that we're going to do things, and that's the agreement, then we work with the agreement. Don't come out and talk the business and how Will can't satisfy me in bed. How dare you?
When did she say that?
Did she say that though?
When did she say that?
Sorry, I never. I thought that
because
was
those are the memes when she come out with the book. I
didn't read the book. I thought that was in the book. I haven't read that. I've read. I saw that.
But this is what the guy says though. The guy does say that she says that you got a small dick and you can't fuck and da 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 da. She does. The guy, the chatty patty guy, does say that she says that.
She says that. Yeah.
But
I don't know that. That's what I've read.
I believe her. He does look like he can't fuck.
Ooh. Shut up, Nat. Shut up, Nat.
He does.
Shut up. Natalie,
I believe that one.
Was that before or after the Fresh Prince? When you was watching Fresh Prince, you thought, yeah, it was all that, but now it's not.
Sorry, I didn't fancy. I've never fancied Will Smith. He was too clownish.
No, me neither.
Do you know what? Do you know who made me that comedian, black comedian? Was it Ryan Leslie, the black comedian? He always does that, the kind of split screen things. And he was saying that when people are clowning him, he said, you know what? He goes, I feel bad. He says, Jada is signing some iconic black movies, Say Off, this, that, blah, 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 Jason Lyric, this, that. Will was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. These are kind of people that we looked up to.
They were iconic.
These people now. Look, he goes, what the hell?
And I think people are people and they're going to live their life. But I think you're going to live your life and you're not going to live it perfectly and you're going to live it how you want to live it. But then at the same time, then don't come with this image. Like you should have been like that from the beginning, because now it's just a big letdown when really you're just people living your life. But because you put on such a fake image so many years, and don't forget, all these rumors have come up throughout the years and they have categorically denied them just for Jada to keep coming out and telling them now.
That's my point.
Like, why would you do that?
She addresses a lot of it in the interview, and I think once you get into certain circles, they own you. So if it's your job, do you know what I mean? So this is how we want you to show up. This is how we want you. They own you. You sign certain contracts, and Charlemagne says that to her. It's like, you know, it's like you guys weren't, because Jada was they're ratchet. Fucking the guy says in the interview, don't get it twisted. Will's not a punk. Will can throw hands. So when he smacked Chris, he would have fucked up the average guy on that stage, because Will's not a punk. He can fight. But because he puts on the clownish act, we all forget that he's from Philly. But he's rolled. You know what I mean? So is Jada. Jada's from Baltimore. Baltimore's rolled. But then when you start climbing your way up into certain things and you get a job, it's like, I'm Tottenham through and through. But you would like to think that sometimes when you get certain jobs, you can't behave in a certain way. So they are owned. They're being paid a particular sets of money. They're getting paid money. They have to do what they're told to do. Meanwhile, it's like Bobby and Whitney. Everyone blamed Bobby for Whitney's crack addiction. when Whitney was ratchet and smoking crack way before she got on. But then it was the image that they gave her and that we all bought into, but that wasn't who she was. So, and there's a lot of people that ain't getting paid that are fucking fake out here. So,
yeah.
Where do we go? But yeah, let's move on and see what our So people are saying, so all of a sudden, that fear's gone and he's still flapping his gums. Can't be that scared. They make me laugh in this group so much. Of course, that's if it's even true. I wonder how much money he would expect. Some people were saying the general consensus was that it might not. Some people don't believe him. Asia was saying the same thing. All of a sudden, you become chatty patty because you're no longer on the payroll. How you be so happy to chat their business? Was you side eyeing them from the beginning? Take those secrets to the grave.
Right. It's true.
Yeah. Day says, I don't believe him, but to answer your question, because it wasn't even about what he's saying, because I'm like, who cares if Will's taking it up the arse? I don't care. But my question was, should this man, after 38 years, and it just goes to show, you think you know people, but you really don't. It just goes to show you can have someone around you for years on top of years, and then they turn around and screw you over. So it's just interesting to watch.
But in saying that, it could be that Chatty Patty knew that Will was going to mess him over. So because he knows what type of person he is and what they've done, so he got in there first.
That's basically what he's saying. He knew that they were going to screw him over. They screwed him over with business, blah, blah, blah. So that's what he's saying. But me no know. There's just something about it that don't sit well. But like I said, if I then decide that I want to turn into one of these Chatty Patty's friends, all of my enemies better run for cover. They're flipping done it off Brock up. So they're lucky it's not my style. It's just not my style. I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't know. It just don't sit well.
I don't like it.
It don't sit well. But
yeah,
so it goes.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me see where this is. This was posted. This is our next topic. It was posted by Negus Josh Felix. And let's see what you guys think about this.
Family.
What about my family?
How long have we been together and I've not met your family? And he's just come back from a family holiday, right? And who went on the holiday, please?
Like, all my family.
Just family,
my
no partners, right? Swear on your life, no partners.
There was some partners.
Yeah, because I saw, right? Because I see every fucking thing. He told me he went on a family holiday and I'm not invited because it's strictly just family. I'm looking on fucking his sister's Instagram, his cousin's Instagram. Every single person's brought their partner, their kid, their dog, their fucking goldfish. And here's me at home and he's fucking lying to me. And I wanted to tell you properly. I wanted to wait if you were going to tell me. But since we come and tell him every single thing in the world, can you please tell him why I've not met your family and why you lied to me that everyone wasn't bringing their girlfriends?
Like,
coming in.
I'll be honest, like, I've never dated a black girl, and I've never brought a black girl home. Like, my family, they're not racist. I'm not racist, obviously. But I feel like I need to set some things in place before they meet her, because I
didn't come on your family holiday because I'm a black girl.
Yeah, hey. What do we think about that?
I'll do the same thing. If you see the tattoo under our eye, I have to pre-roll my family. Let's go. It's magic.
Harry.
Listen, I'll say this. If you're going to date outside your race, do it with chest. You have to, or don't do it at all.
Exactly.
And if we've been together, if you can't tell your family it's a black girl, they are racist. So don't start with it's because you're a black girl. So my family aren't racist. And well, you're scared of something.
Yeah.
It's not because you've seen them embrace black people with open arms all the time. that you're scared to tell them. And to be honest, that is one of the things that have put me off before interracial relationships, because you might meet someone, he might not be racist, but he might have very racist family and forefathers that we have to be around, and how they navigate that and things like that. And I just think to myself, if you can't tell your family, then you're not ready for this life.
Yeah.
Step out. I think they had been seeing each other for about a year and a half or something like that. They've been together.
I was going to say the same
I
thing.
watched this episode.
Yeah.
My daughter made me watch it. And I just think to myself, you're not ready for it. You're not ready for it.
She still stayed. She still stayed. Next episode, she's like,
what show is this?
I met his family. I've met the family. I thought, you idiot.
Yeah.
Idiot. So she still stayed, and she was
happy. And if the family aren't racist and he got that wrong, there's an element of him that's not comfortable with it, whether he realizes it or not.
Exactly.
It's a tattoo under her eye.
Tattoo under the eye, the ghetto girl, yeah. She's the one that's gonna turn over the Christmas.
And her banshee wig.
Christmas dinner, she's gonna dash turkey at somebody. I'm telling you, she's crazy.
Well, that's stereotyping our own women, though, isn't it?
I'm talking about the tattoo under the eye. You got a tattoo on you, and you're going on road. You guess you wrote your road, didn't it? That's not her women. It's any girl had a tattoo on the eye.
I don't know. Char, what do you think?
I just think it's wrong. I hate when he said, "Well, I'm not racist." Obviously, how is it obvious you're not racist? You haven't introduced me to your family. You telling me you've got to put things in place. Put what in place? I ain't a fucking dog or animal. I'm a human being. There's nothing to put in place. At the end of the day, we are in a relationship. It's either you are proud to be with me or you're not. And if I know, say that you ain't introduced to your family after 6 months of dating, and we're supposed to be exclusive, and your family's going on, and I see your other siblings or with their girlfriends and so forth, you are done. Because you're going to tell me I had to put things in place. No, that's just wrong. Put what in place? I'm a human being. So you've only shown me that they do have a problem with a black person because you got to put something in place. If you didn't have to put anything,
so they don't say nothing wild. You know, they always have like the older grandma that says what the fuck they like.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, oh, hello, nigga, how are you? Just to make sure you don't say something like that.
Well, that's a pretty kind of
that's something crazy and wild.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So when you say it comes to words, I need to put something in place. Put what in? No, that means I'm questioning you as a person. If your family have no problem with black people, there's nothing to put in place. Hi, this is my mum, dad, family. This is my girlfriend. Boom, that's it. But when you got to put something in place, it means that you know something that I don't fucking know. So here, what? We ain't playing that game.
Has she invited him back to her house?
I think they live together. They live together.
Oh no, but to her family.
I think
probably,
so.
Because
other
people tend to just have their arms open
Yeah.
to anyone, didn't they?
Yeah. I don't think that was an issue, so that wasn't discussed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And make me find out on the therapy couch.
This is what I'm saying.
Because I'm a black girl. Like, this is a basic in your relationship that you lot haven't even come to. I just think,
Yeah, no, I'm not. And I can't don't say, oh, I'm not racist, obviously. No, it's not obvious. Because to me, right now, it's obvious that somebody in your family,
that's
or you
the
know
first thing
something about your
people say as well.
You know something.
Because he's with a black girl or whatever. It's not about him. It's about his family.
Right. Yeah, that's what I say. It wouldn't be a case of you being racist. It's the fact that you know some of your family members ain't too really keen on black people.
Hold on. So if I'm dating outside my race and my family don't like, I don't know, Asian people, for example, and there are them coolies, rata, right? And I'm dating, I love you, and I don't bring you around my family. Is that wrong?
Yes.
No, it's not wrong if you tell me, I don't like the way my family go on.
No.
They're very ignorant in this, and you speak to me about it and you make it idea. I ain't got a problem, but they're funny. So I don't really want to put you around that. But this is me and your relationship, fuck them. But he hid it and
Yeah.
acted like Anna nothing. So she's thinking, why can't I meet your family? And he's lying about the holidays. He's doing all this sneaky shit instead of just keeping it real.
Put it this way, if your family, if you're going out, if I'm dating somebody whose family are not too keen on a black person, and we have that conversation, and you take, and it's my choice if I say, you know what, we've had this conversation, but I would like to go. As long as I know I got you by my side, I'm good. And you're showing me that, because it's different if you're walking into something that you don't have no idea what you're walking into. But when we've had that conversation, me and you have had a conversation, you've explained to me the situation, I get it, so it's no surprise. One thing I don't do is I don't do surprises.
So you still go, Charlene. If you was with someone outside of your race and he said, my family's a bit funny around black people and whatever.
If it's the whole family, fine. If it's just one or two, then I'm gonna go. One or two not gonna make it big for the whole family.
But you put me in you put me in a situation where I've got to start arguing. But if someone says something rude to you, that I've got to kind of get involved. And I don't want that stress.
I'm not going. I wouldn't be.
Don't go out with someone outside your race.
I wouldn't be like that. I wouldn't be with someone like that.
I'm not gonna do it. Yeah.
No, not doing it. Not doing it. I'm not doing it.
If I'll be honest with you, if I ever got with a partner, if I ever fell and bumped my head and got with a partner outside my race, and then they come to me and told me, oh, do you know what? My family's funny. I know me. I get the ick over fucking how tight you finger your laces. I'd be done.
Yeah. Exactly. No, exactly.
And I don't like stress, so I'll be like, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it. I don't want to live this. I don't want to intentionally walk into something unharmonious. Sorry.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I'm not setting that up for myself, my kids. I don't want that energy around anything.
No.
Other energy, you can not get on with someone's mum because of a reason, because she's overbearing or something, but I'm not dealing with someone's racist mum. You can get the fuck out of here. I'm not.
I did a wedding just before the pandemic. A girl from Sierra Leone and a white guy, and there was a big drum before because the mum and his family were obviously not happy about the wedding, so they were doing things deliberately to sabotage. Like they were meant to order flowers, they were meant to order. She asked for like red or white carnations, and they ordered red roses.
Oh God.
Like she asked for like B and they gave her X.
So she's asking someone that don't like her to organise shit for her wedding.
No, because she tried to get them involved because trying to bring them into the wedding.
That's what I tell them now.
to bring them into the wedding, because they didn't feel left out. So she gave them bits and pieces to do, and
they just left up her thing.
They literally like they were meant to buy they were meant to buy drink for the wedding or something, and they spent like £120 on drink, and there's like 400 people coming. It was a whole thing going on. They had to go out and get drink on the day, and people had to
Dolly ass mash up. That's not
right.
happening.
But then she's still, if they're married. I mean, he fell out with his parents and don't talk to his mum. His grandparents came and everything everyone else was cool. But the mum and the sisters were being a bit weird. So I know you don't say you wouldn't get involved in that. But if you know the person truly loves you, then you're kind of cutting off your nose to spite your face.
I disagree.
Yeah, no, sorry.
I disagree. I highlighted this comment because Factor saying basically his partner is his guilty pleasure, and you lot know my brain travels all over the place. You lot know that, so I will think from one thing to the next. So, and especially with things like this, I feel like back in slavery, slave owners treated slaves like shit and will behead them and hang them and kill them and whip them, but they were still sexually attracted to them.
And rape the women,
them, but they were still sexually attracted to them. So, and this kind of took my mindset back there. Then I thought to myself, it was when he said, my family's not racist, or neither am I, obviously. What people don't get is because you are attracted to a black woman, if you're of a different color, and you sleep with them, it doesn't not make you racist. So I've had an experience, I'm not going to go too much into it, but I had an experience where I made like a work friend that was white, and he's got black partner, and we got on like a house on fire, and he was the first person that made me think, well, maybe, you know, because I always feel like there's going to be that barrier. There's going to be something like this will crop up inevitably. That's what I think. But he was the first person that made me think, well, maybe not, because he is cool. He respects our culture. We would talk about politics and racism and white privilege and stereotypes and all kinds of things we would speak about. And he's got a black wife. So I was like, maybe, like, not all of, like, maybe my way of thinking is wrong. The first time we had a disagreement, he said, I just think you're having a black girl tantrum.
Oh!
Nikki, stop.
This is a work friend, not my man. So then it just slapped me back into place, like, okay, well,
yeah, you was right.
So if you come from a family that is deeply racist, even if you don't want to be that, you cannot underestimate the power of upbringing, environment, what's been heard. And even if you don't consciously think it, sometimes subconsciously it's buried deep down, and it just takes a particular situation for it to bubble up. So
then you end up being called a blue monkey.
Then you end up being called a blue monkey. Now, again, Erica Mena has got mixed race kids. The father of her kids are black, and this is not the first time that she called someone a blue monkey, or a monkey.
Yeah,
she's known for calling black people monkey. Yet you've laid down with a black man and you've had kids. Right. So to me, if I met a guy and he said to me, my family is extremely racist, the only way that would compute in my head is if he says, I don't really fuck with them. I don't
talk to them. Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're all up into the Sunday roast, no, brethren. No. Sorry. No. I just think it will bubble up to the surface at some point. That's my opinion. Yeah. But let's see what No Bravado Massive said. I've made it as short as I can. Usually I would go on for pages and pages with comments, so it's not that. Lisa C said there's nothing that she needs to do past that point other than block and delete, and I agree. I said, I have to admit, this is one of my fears dating outside of my race. They think they're not racist because they fancy you, but those tendencies are there and sometimes buried deep. And then they bubble up to the surface, which is more or less what I said. Jackie said, block, delete, move on. I've never dated in my race and I've never dated, she probably meant to say outside my race, and never had an issue with any. Oh, hang on. I've never dated in my race. And I've never had an issue with a family member. I've encountered a couple of disgruntled family members before, though. Siblings, not parents.
Is Jackie black or white?
I don't know. Good question.
Because I think that, like we said, I think as black people, we're kind of used to especially our guys, I must say, well, I've got an uncle that dates white women. Like, he was with white women constantly. So I think as black people, we're kind of more accepting of someone being with a white person.
Yeah, I agree.
Not to say that there ain't issues with black people going out with white people, because I know families that are like, I don't like that and I don't want that. But I was just interested whether she was black or white.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'll double check. This menopause is not a joke, because I know that we've interacted. I know who Jackie B is. I know who she is, but in this moment in time, I can't tell you. I don't know. But I know I've looked at her profile and we've spoken, so I'm not sure why my brain is drawing a blank, but it just is. Hang on a minute. Have they locked off my live? I think they've locked off our live, you know.
What are you talking about? No, we're still live.
We're still live. It's saying the video's no longer available on my thing.
No, I'm looking at Facebook. We're there.
We're there? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right. So what else did they say? You said another reason to stay in your own race. These are deep-rooted recent tendencies that surface in one way or another. I agree. Your husband said, and her final words say it all. Absolutely. Sue Roberts said, I'm not racist. My family aren't racist, but there's nothing more to say after that. From you've come with that, forget it.
Nah, go away.
Get out of here. It can't work. Lady V. Henry said, bye. That is my take on it. See you later. I'm comfortable in my skin, and clearly you're not comfortable with my skin. So what are you looking for permission to bring me around? What am I, a cat or a dog? And it's true. Can someone else read the rest whilst I let Natalie back in?
Okay, so Mick.
I'm just going to go fuck about back in a second.
Okay. Right. Mick Elizabeth Good said, my fiance had never dated a black girl before me, and I was worried because I've always dated white men and knew which one dated black girls and which didn't. That's interesting. How would you know that? But anyway, so I was nervous with him. However, his family has been nothing but warm and welcoming since the very beginning. But he was nervous at first because he had never been in that situation of introducing his family to a black woman as his partner. It's not a bad thing. It's just something that can be difficult at first because you never know until you get there. It's the reality of dating outside your race, and it comes with its challenges, just like the ones you have in dating within. You just have to decide what you're okay with facing and what you're not okay with.
That's very balanced.
Yeah, but yeah, okay.
She just so happened to have a good experience.
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to know where that sentence where she said, I've always dated white men and knew which ones dated black girls and which didn't. So how? And this is the guy that you're with, and he's never dated a black girl. So how do you know whether these white guys? How would you know whether a white guy dates black girls or not? Without, do you know what I mean? But anyway, so Johnny Smith said, if she ain't seeing the massive red flags, well, she's blind. She needs to leave him. In my opinion, his family is racist, and he's coming with that lame excuse about my family ain't racist.
Yeah, I just looked at Jackie B's profile, and it's hard to tell if she's white or Mediterranean or mixed race. I'm not sure. Yeah, but who said that? What did you just? Oh, Johnny Smith.
Johnny Smith.
Rico said, when she said goldfish, I fell out. Sounds like he's ashamed of her. For some reason, maybe his family has issue with people of color, etc. Or he's got another person on the side that was there. Who knows? Rosemary Gabidian said bye. Char, read Crystal King's comment, please.
Right.
Can you see it?
Yeah. I actually watched this and I didn't like it at all. Like, first of all, it's just a no with capital letters for me. Letters for this to be for this to be what your partner is telling you. Blind and very comfortable disrespect of you who are blind and very comfortable disrespect of who you are and a clear uncomfortability with who and what you are when they are around other people. Like what? Expect this from who? Never. But also, I was especially irritated by the way that it was said and brushed over to some extent, like you will work on it. But what? Nope, I can't work on it with anyone. You already know, you already felt that initially. Is that initially? Yeah. Innately, sorry. I'm definitely not for you. There will be more. So innate, he'd already feels it.
Yeah. Sometimes the way people write will make you look like you can't read out here in this. Seriously, don't feel that. Have you out here looking like you never got no GCSEs and shit?
Do you understand? I'm like, what the? I know I've got to go get my tested again, but damn.
I also wanted to know, like I was asking about, I also wanted to know whether she was mixed race and had a white parent. Why she was so accepting that when she was introduced to them, that it was just cool.
No, I just think she just wants to be accepted.
Yeah. I'm your girlfriend, so why do your family not know? But why have I not been introduced? Which should
You've been with someone for a year and a half, and you don't know what kind of
where they come from.
Yeah, what kind of issues she's got or whatever, and she just probably loves this guy because if you love someone, it don't take you a year and a half to know if you love someone or not. Do you know what I mean? So she probably loves him and wants to be accepted. And let's be real, there is something about some black people that just want to be accepted by white people.
Yeah.
It's there. It just is. So there's many reasons why she probably stayed. No, I ain't got no time for that. It wouldn't be me. Even if a black guy said it to me, after a year and a half, and you don't want me to meet your family, then something's wrong. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But if he said, I've never been out with a black girl and I have to put some things in place, then
not that black girl. I am not.
Forget it. Forget it. Do you know what I mean?
The things in place.
What do you need? Like I said, it's to remove the racist granny. Because they're wild and they'll just say what the fuck they like. That's what it is. All right, next topic and final topic, guys. So this is Lisa and Ray. Ray approached Lisa in the club and offers to buy her a drink. They begin to have casual conversation. As time passes, he buys more drinks, food, and a hookah. Within 60 minutes, Ray has spent $70 on Lisa. Ray then asks Lisa for her number. She replies, "Sorry, I have a man." Was Lisa being manipulative or was Ray dumb?
Both. Don't
be Ray.
I just think Ray didn't ask. He should have asked earlier.
There you go.
I don't think she's being manipulative.
If I'm in a relationship, even if I'm talking to someone on an innocent level that I don't know in that way, if he's trying to buy me food and drink, I'm not doing it. We're not doing that because I don't want you to have any expectation.
Yeah, I get that. She should have mentioned if she's in a relationship before that. But I've been out and chatted to guys and sat down and had drinks with them and whatever. But obviously I've got a big wedding ring on my finger, so it makes a difference.
What a difference.
I have a wedding ring. I'm in a relationship.
I mean,
I know. But what I'm saying is, it's kind of obvious that I'm married. Whether or not I will do whatever you want me to do is a different matter. That's what I'm saying. So, I've been out and, with my friends and whatever, and we've chatted with guys and whatever, and we end up raving with them and we chat. But she should have said, because I always mention my husband. Mm-hmm. And most of the time my husband knows them anyway, but that's a different story. But if I do chat to guys, they always know that I'm married, that my kids, and because that's part of the conversation, like Natalie said. It is part of, if I'm having a conversation with a guy, they're gonna know I'm married, they're gonna know I've got 4 kids, they're gonna, we're having a conversation, isn't we? So yeah, maybe she was being a bit manipulative, but I think he should have, if he felt that way, he should have kind of come out of it beforehand. Just
Gary? Laughing already in it because you know Gary's gonna come with something.
You know she's taking liberties in it because
why is she taking liberties?
I agree with him. Yeah, go on. Go on.
Let him finish. Go on, girl.
She's taking liberties. You know, at the end of the day, I don't blame her for taking liberties, but she's taking liberties because I've one or two things. Yeah, she's lying to him. She ain't got a man. She doesn't like him, or she has a back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't take drinks of people and you don't know them. I'm assuming I've gone out and offered to buy a girl's drink and I've been like, no, I don't know you. Innocently, I've been at the bar and said, oh, I'm buying, do you want one? Type thing. No, I don't know you, I'll buy my own drink. Cool. Even when you buy people a drink and they say, oh, and you're having because I'm assuming they were talking to buy 7 drinks, how many drinks? And you've been talking for a while.
Yeah.
So in that while, I'm sure conversations have gone one way or another way, and that thing like so. Don't go on. You're taking a bit.
Yeah, I reckon
you left your house with $5, and you didn't have enough money. You wanted someone to buy your drink.
She jinnled him.
What about? That's the truth. Let's be honest.
You think she jinnled him now?
That's it. The simple things. You know what I mean? Put your hands up. Game over.
She boopsed him. 100%.
There you go. That's the one.
Yeah, but sometimes they get like that, though, isn't it? Like, sometimes that's how girls are.
That's the game,
and that's it. There's girls out there that will do that.
I don't know.
That's why I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah,
there's been times where, like back in the day, there was one time we went out. There was a couple of us, and these guys were just raving near us, and we didn't know them. But they sent us over bottles and we took them and no one asked for no one's number.
No.
They were just balling.
If you did.
They were just balling. So,
yeah.
Like, cheers.
And that's what I'm saying. Same
but
thing.
But they were talking intimately.
Yeah.
It was just them two.
Yeah, you know this is a story actress, man. They were talking. One-on-one.
Because you talk to someone in the club, that means that they want to...
One-on-one.
No, but they were one-on-one for the whole time. Had 7 drinks, had a dinner.
Yeah, come on.
Dinner.
Come on.
He got played. He got played. She got her food. She got her drink. And
left the house with $5
when it comes to the
ab fare, and that's what she had.
When it comes to the question, because she knew it's gonna come at some point when you're talking one-on-one with a man in a club and there's nobody, it's like it's just you and them. It just feel like it's just you and them in a club and you're having conversation. You really gonna tell me that at no point in that conversation you ain't gonna drop in there you got a man and a man buy you drinks more than one. No, you're getting a free drink. You're enjoying it.
Let me tell you something. Some guy when I went out last year, I went to Faces for something, and we were queuing up for ages. It was getting really annoying. And then some guy was buying drinks. He was in a proper good mood, and then he was just chatting in the queue every so often. And was like that. Then he's like, right, what do you want? And I immediately was like, no, it's fine. Don't worry. He's like, no, go on. I was like, no, honestly, it's fine. He goes, no, I'm not even on that tip. It's my birthday. I'm buying everyone drinks. Just let me get you a drink. So then took the drink. He literally went, got a bottle for his friend, went off, said, have a good night, and kept it pushing. But that is clear. And that's, do you know what I mean? That's clear and concise. And my first reaction was, no, I'm good. Because I just thought, no. Because whatever you're going to ask me after is no. So let's just kill it.
But then I guess this is the question. Do guys feel like, because they can't win, I guess, because sometimes you'd be like, they'll be talking up in your face, they won't even offer you a drink. And then there's other times where it's like, well, they're offering you a drink to get your number. So it's like they can't do, damned if they do, damned if they don't. Because do we think he was being manipulative by buying her all of these drinks? Thinking
they both were obviously getting what they could get or seeing what they could get, but she won.
Yeah,
it's just hands down. She won.
They both had an agenda, and it didn't work for him really.
He got booped differently.
You buy a woman a drink more than one. You're talking it's you and that person. It's not a group conversation. It's just a we conversation. The man buying you drinks after drinks. No, you know what you're doing. You're being smart about it. He's obviously not asking you the question if you're in a relationship or if you've got a man.
You had dinner, bought dinner.
Not exactly. You're not giving up that information, voluntarily. So therefore, it's like, well, him never asked, me never said nothing. So thanks for the food, thanks for the drink. Have a good night. Catch you later.
Oh yeah, he does buy food and hookah. Yeah,
you understand. So see you later. So
they spoke for an hour.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
But then to say that though, and I don't want to sound bad or like anything. I've been out and had conversations with men
for an hour.
Yeah, I have, but it's
been
not
for an hour. I don't know.
Depends on what we're talking about.
Been for an hour. It could have been for an hour.
Hold on. Nikki, you went to a club you went to a club and chatting to one guy for an hour in the club by yourself with your brothers there.
No, that's not how it. But let me finish what I'm saying, please. Right.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, excluding the food, I have had that situation where I have been, and I think, Rob, boy, we've been chatting for ages and stuff, and it's just a good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that has happened before. But like I said before, I will bring up, if I'm in conversation, that obviously, whether it's male or female, they're gonna know that I'm married. They're gonna know I've got kids, and they're gonna know whatever and whatever because we're in conversation. So, but
they come up early in conversation, basically.
Yeah.
They basically had a date. They basically went on a date without. It was like an instant date.
Yeah.
So that's like if you knew the guy, and he asked you out previously to come out on a date, would you go? No, you wouldn't, because you got a man. But you just did that.
You've done that in the club. Yeah, because he bought food and
yeah, he bought food and hookah. You were talking for 20 minutes. He paid for the whole thing. It was a date. An instantaneous date.
I've been in the club where I've been talking to a guy one-on-one, and he's bought me more than one drink. He was very polite, and he mentioned his girlfriend. I mean, we're just talking, and I said to him, "Why have you bought another drink?" He goes, "I just like talking with you. Just the conversation just flows. You come the end of the evening." He was like, "It was nice to have met you. You take care. Did you have a good night?" I said, "I did," and that was it. I knew when the girlfriend weren't going no. So he wasn't obligated to buy me a drink. I was like, I'll get it. He's like, no, I'll get it. It's not a problem. Because I knew.
Some men are gentlemen like that.
Some men are gentlemen, yeah.
But not $70 gentlemen.
Well, I'm a cheap date, so it's all right.
Don't say that, Charlene.
I'm not.
What did you say?
She said she's a cheap date.
I can be sometimes.
I love a drink every now and then, but I'm not. I mean, some of these girls who will be like, "Oh yeah, I want a bottle," or "I want," my sister's advice. You know what I mean? So So the fact that we said, "Oh, we was talking," and then when in the evening now, his friend was like, "What happened?" Is like, "No, she said like we had a good chat and we was laughing and joking. We both agree." And she knows I told her I've got to go, and she was happy to talk. And I'm like, it's just a conversation. Whether I like them in that way or not.
Sorry to cut you. Sometimes as well, they will throw it out there that they've got a girl, because some of these treacherous girls out here don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So So yeah. But
someone asked our cameraman if he was available, and whilst we was in Abu Dhabi. And he said, "Oh, I'm married." And she was like, "Does you and your wife have an understanding?"
Arrangement. How married?
Positioning him and after he said he had a wife. So sometimes it don't even really make a difference.
Arrangement, isn't it? Well,
yeah,
because
they're ready to get her rocks off in Abu Dhabi. Like,
he said his arrangement out of order. Stay married to his wife. That's his arrangement.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he said. He said, like, yeah, I just want to stay. I want to stay there with the girl. Do you know what I mean? So maybe sometimes they throw it out there that they've got a girl, because not every woman that you talk to is going to care.
Yeah.
No, I don't. No.
And my husband has clearly told me that, like I said about my wedding ring, Gary said, some people don't give a toss. And he will talk about me. He will say that he's married, and he has been propositioned before. Like you said, some women don't give a toss. Don't tell her then. Simple as.
I won't tell her if you won't.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's crazy. All right, let's see what our crew said before we sign off, because we've actually been on there for 2 hours.
Oh,
But it's been really nice catching up with you. You wouldn't think so. It's gone quick. I thought, we're out of here. But it's now 10 o'clock. This is what happens.
I've got to make a phone call, so I'll kick out. But I'll chat to you lot later on. Yeah.
Bye, Gary.
All right.
Where's she gone? Did she cut herself off?
Myself.
Yeah, I blatantly did. I was trying to. I was there blowing kisses to Gary, and anywho.
Bye, G.
Bye, Jigga.
Bye.
Hang on, let me remove him from the thing because he's not. Oh, has he removed himself now? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Oh, let's see what they said before we sign off. Okay. So Lisa said, Ray is extremely dumb to think that buying stuff in a club entitles him to anything from her. She did not ask him to do a damn thing. So this is entirely on him. Women can socialize and interact without becoming some sort of imagined contract agreement. And any man that thinks that they can't needs therapy and a word with themselves. A word with themselves.
Okay.
Ian Wayne said, Ray is dumb. Who waits 60 minutes to ask? Who waits 60 minutes to ask a lady for her number in a club? That's 10 minutes tops conversation.
10 minutes. Ian. 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Ian's a fool, you know.
Ian needs Jesus.
Charlie, what did you say? You read your own comment.
I thought, I don't think that Ray is dumb. However, I do feel that you need to ask questions before you start to buy drinks, so you know where you stand, especially if you like what you see, then you know how far to go. He is not entitled to get her number because he's bought her drinks. However, I do feel she should have said something when the time she should have said something within the time they were talking. She knew he liked her. She knew he liked her. Let's not get it twisted. My tongue twisted.
I was going to say, that's your own writing there. So. Can't even sit up, boy. Oh, Natalie really does have a tough time with StreamYard. We're going to have to find another platform, just as we're getting used to this.
I hate it.
Hang on. Melinda said they're both playing games with each other and themselves. Jasmine Angel said having a man and accepting drunks from someone is not respected. And accepting drunks from someone is not respecting the relationship that you're in. Man don't buy drinks for women unless he's interested in some sort of a way. Plus, with all the spiking of drinks lately, one has to be very careful. That's a good point.
That is a good point, but I don't think, I wouldn't go as far as saying that the relationship they're in, because like we said, like we've already established, men and women can socialize with each other without something else being out there. Do you know what I mean?
T-Smooth. Excuse me. Ray's error wasn't the spending of the money on a beautiful lady, especially if he was comfortable in enjoying the company. But he should have asked the question on the status earlier, and maybe, just maybe, he may not have invested so much into a probable chivalry. Chivalry is not dead yet. Just saying.
Exactly.
Michael Scotland said, he was dumb. She's a user. He should rejoice that it was only 70 for stock.
That's my mum's friend. I just realised.
He's lucky escape.
Oh, wow.
He had a lucky escape.
He was dumb and she was a user. Wow.
Jackie B said, Ray had an agenda. So did Lisa. She should have seen where it was going and stopped him in his tracks. Accepting drinks and so forth only led Ray to believe he was in with a chance, so they were both wrong. Him for assuming and her for taking. Nefera Carr said they're both trifling.
But you know what? When I think about it, how else is a man supposed to approach a girl if he likes her? I don't think he actually did anything wrong.
I don't think he did. Well,
he did it the right way. They had good conversation, and if she was single and interested, that would have been a nice start to whatever they were going. I don't think he did anything wrong. What he probably could have done so that he didn't get booked so hard was ask
earlier in the earlier in the conversation.
But when I'm thinking about it, this is why men find it hard, because what did he do wrong? He didn't approach her in a bad way. He didn't really do anything wrong, and he was a gentleman. He bought her a drink. He bought her food. Like, they had good conversation. He respectfully asked for her number before she left.
And sometimes, as well, as a woman, when you're like, "Oh, I got a man," you're like, "Calm down."
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Me just talk to you. Me just
Yeah,
buy you a
exactly,
drink,
yeah.
and then you just hype yourself.
Yeah.
I got a man. Calm down.
Yeah,
Do
that's
you know what I mean?
embarrassing.
So it's difficult as well to know when to actually bring that up.
Yeah.
Lisa said, I can't read it, but is she being rude, or have you been socially conditioned into believing that women should be warm, positive, and friendly at all times, and are uncomfortable when they don't adhere to that behavior?
No, she wrong. Like, sometimes there's no two ways about it. Like, sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it's not that. It's not complicated like that. It's simple mathematics. This is girl math we're trying to do now. It's like girl math is maths. She knew what time it was. She could, like, she never brought up her man the whole hour. Like,
while she was sucking on the hookah.
And chomping
I don't think she should have been. She didn't have manners. What did he do wrong for her to not have to have manners? Like, because if we're saying that, then he could just not have manners when he feels like it would. I think it would be a different story if they were saying, you know, he could just dash her or talk to her like an idiot or just not have manners. I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's complicated. I think she knew, like, you know, you got a man, so you indulged in that hour, and you didn't say a word. And I actually think on this occasion he didn't do anything wrong. I think whether she did anything wrong is completely subjective, because different people have different boundaries and different thingies in the relationship as well. So she might not have actually thought she'd done wrong, and her man might actually not give a fuck because she didn't actually do anything with it. You just don't know. But if that's something she can't tell her man, or she feels bad, then she's in the wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's very subjective, but I definitely don't think he did anything. He did anything wrong. I don't think he did anything wrong.
No, I don't think he was dumb or anything like that at all.
Yeah, I just think you got jinnled.
You got played.
Yeah, you did get jinnled by the girl, because the girl did not. It's not like, oh, so a girl must put everything. Yes, everything is transactional. Unfortunately, it's an unfortunate fact. Yeah, you know, if I know a random guy, ain't gonna come up to me if I've got my teeth dragging on the floor, right? I got my rolls hanging out the back of my jeans. Yeah, my face is dry and ashy like a thingy. No one ain't coming to sit next to you to ask you if you want no drink. So if a guy sits next to you in a club to ask you if you want a drink, it's not because he's just usually not trying to just be your mate like that. And I'm not saying that, because we've all had occasions, like we all said, when we have got a drink from someone. It's not been that at all. But I'm talking about this very date vibe scenario. He ain't coming up to you like that for no reason. Sometimes there ain't no way around it, you know. It just is
what it is.
Shoot your shot and see where you go.
Yeah.
All right, what else did they say before? Emma Bruce said, such harsh terms. Geez, they were both having a good time. Maybe he could have asked relevant questions in the beginning before proceeding. Maybe halfway through the conversation, she realized she actually didn't like him that much. There is no perfect try. Lada Love said they're both interesting people. Vanessa said they're both in the wrong. Jenna Williams says, what does he expect? He paid for hookah too.
This man was trying to have a good time.
And my comment, I cut it off by accident, but I'm busting up at this point because when I'm reading it, they're like, "Nah, Ray is dumb." Everybody, there was like a good few comments, like 70 plus comments on this one. More or less everyone apart from Lisa C that was doing the girl maths, as Natalie would say. Everybody was saying, "Nah, Ray is dumb and she's a piss taker."
But you know what? £70 or $70 might be a drop in the ocean to Ray. So it might be like us spending $10 as well.
Yeah, I was going to say the same exact thing. It might not even be nothing to him. 70, you know what I mean? It's nothing. Leroy Hall said, if Ray doesn't ask the question from the get-go, he can buy me $70 or pounds worth of drinks before I tell him I'm a straight as an arrow.
Oh, Lord.
Richie G says, she's not wrong. There are just some men who like to randomly spend £70 on women they have no interest in. Oz said, hardcore, you can argue that she was taking the piss or she was hanging out and having fun, but he refused to ask the question at the initial stage. I blame no one. The number request spoilt the night. Maybe she herself would have given him her number. He rushed it. Sometimes you just have to let the woman seek you. But he didn't rush it. It was like an hour.
Oh, and are we all missing the point that she didn't give the number because she got a man? Because that's the third person that said something like that. Like maybe she just didn't like him. She's got a man. So this isn't something that she realised she wasn't going to give her number halfway through.
She never was going to.
She walked into it. She put her lips on the hookah, knowing full fucking well she could never give that man her number because she's got a man. Like, it's not complicated. It's simple fucking things. She's got a man. He was never getting a number.
That's it.
She killed with him anyway.
You always got me crying on this damn screen. I can't take you, you know.
Why we gotta go around the long cocky way? It's so simple.
She's got her man. You weren't getting that. Plain and simple.
Well, that's it for our topics, girls.
And they might have still chilled, so you never know.
Sorry, say that again.
I said she might have told him at the beginning and they might have still chilled. You just, you don't know.
Yeah.
That's true.
No.
Well, welcome, moderators. This was our moderator show. I'm sorry we didn't do no promo to welcome you, but now
silly.
We'll cut this up and, well, you're part of the furniture, Nicks, but
yeah, exactly.
Charlene, you to this thing here, boy. So try not to get into too much fights.
I'm behaving this. I'm trying. I'm
and don't get us popped down because now you're an admin. If comments that you say would strike against the thing, if you say anything that's deemed as offensive or violent, I've had a few. They've put me in
warning.
Jail, like, listen,
they've put me in twice, and I swear to God, some posts I see, I just have to skip because I'm like, I'm going to say something.
I know. I remember I said, I told you, I commented on something and she was like, Charlene, I was like, oh yeah, shit, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, because because our group can be bad read when they're ready, but Facebook recognize that you can't control the masses. But if you run the group or you're a moderator of the group, then that's when it goes against the group. And I can't remember when you said something about boxing somebody or something, I can't remember. But like people, well, I still say what I want to say. It's just trying to find it's just trying to find ways to say it.
I pause now.
Nikki, welcome to the blonde family.
Uda. Jenny.
Oh, Jenny Sunshine Sterling.
Hi, Jenny. Thanks. It's growing out now, but it'll be done by tomorrow.
Oh, you're gonna?
I'm doing my roots tomorrow.
Oh, bless.
Doing my roots.
Well, that was it. We just want to remind you, we've got Meet the Stockist in Brixton Village on the 9th of December from 12 to 5. The first 20 customers will get a free gift from Diva Choice. And then we have got the Black Excellence Pop-Up Fest on Sunday, the 17th of December at the Nest in Signet Square, Thamesmead Library. That's the easiest way to find it, where we will be showcasing a range of Black-owned businesses. And we're encouraging people to come out and shop Black. Let's keep this thing going. Let's keep the money circulating. There are some actual really good products out there. You know, like we get a bad rep as Black business owners, like our quality is not this. But I have to say, a lot of the companies that I've seen and that we've worked with, and that's in my stockist, the stuff's really good. Like there's like mugs that have got like nice quotes and Black pictures on them, and they're good quality. There's really good stuff that we can just do our little stocking fillers with. So please, guys, pop down and see us on the 17th for the Black Excellence Pop-Up Fest, or pop in and see me on the 9th of December for a little browse around our Black-owned, all Black-owned stockist. And I couldn't be prouder to be a part of it. You know what I mean?
And on that theme, we say buy Black this Christmas.
Yeah, shop
please.
Black.
Buy Black.
Are you going to be having your hair products there, Natalie?
No, it's too difficult to maneuver as well. It's because there's too much products.
I was gonna say just do it online.
Yeah,
I know. I'm
it's too much stuff. And then you'd have to bring like multiple amounts of each thing. It's like it's like bringing a whole hair store somewhere.
No, I know. Hear you. Just what I don't think so. But yeah, we'll be going online to you.
Online, mate. Yeah. You know, I still haven't been in the Asian hair shop since the strangulation.
Yeah.
I don't go in the Asian hair shops anyway. I haven't done for a long time.
Right.
Before that,
I told you I'm not going back in there ever again.
I stopped going in there from a long time ago. I seek out, or I go online, and I don't use much. Look how long my hair is. Like I don't use much. So once I buy a little set, it lasts long enough. Do you know what I mean? So
it's so weird. It's so weird though. I send a lot of our stuff, and I mean a lot more than here, to the US.
Okay.
How comes?
You'd think they'd have everything.
Listen,
but they have a lot.
A lot. Someone bought an eco gel, the mini one, and paid like nearly £20 shipping.
Wow.
Just by
Maybe
itself.
it was that little one, but wow.
Wild, yeah.
It's in America.
But in Americans, they love that. I think they rank higher than here, but they get all sorts of hair products from us. And it's all hair products. And I always think, well, I thought they've all got it all. Like it's coming from them, but because we get a lot.
Who cares? So long as we get the custom, eh? Davina Jones says, "Good evening, Queens." I was going to say, like, she's been running on my mind a lot because she's been really quiet, and you know that, Davina. So I was hoping that you were all right. I was going to message you, but I've been snowed under. I feel like a slave at the moment, boy. Like, as I'm trying to wade through my work, it's terrible. But I'm glad to see you. Glad you're all right. It's nice to see you because we haven't seen you about for a little bit. So nice to see you pop up, sweetheart. Hope everything's well.
Yeah.
But that said, we're going now because we've been on there 2 hours and 20 minutes.
There you go.
Time flies when you're having fun. It was actually a really fun show.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll be back soon. Look out for our moderators. They're going to be just bringing their own personality and doing their own thing. And I'm assuming you're going to use it to profile your things when you're ready, Nikki, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what you lot are going to do. And welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome, guys.
Welcome.
I'm looking forward.
And we'll be back soon, and you guys will be back with your own show, or doing your own moderator bits and pieces. So we'll develop it as we
definitely
go along. Yeah.
All right. But thank you for coming on board.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Natalie's just had a black screen more or less throughout the thing. I'm used to it now. When I first started doing this, it used to stress me out when if it used to stress me out. Now I'm just like, okay. No,
Natalie doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit now. She's
is
just
what
like,
it is, isn't it?
I can't, because I'll start flinging my laptop, flinging my phone, flinging my iPad. It's so annoying. I have to just be like, okay, take time. It is what it is.
But night, guys. Thank you for sticking with us all the way to the end.
Thank you.
Love you lots. Keep the posts coming. Keep the we're liking the calmness at the moment. No one's not telling no one to suck out their mother and all these things.
And they
So
don't.
And be nice to Nikki and
when they're ready,
Charlene, guys.
there.
Yeah.
What's that?
Be nice. I say be nice to Nikki and Charlene, guys.
be nice.
For
Be
them.
nice to me. I'll be nice to you.
They're always
Exactly.
nice to you, Nikki. No one don't trouble you. But yeah, they're being nice at the moment. We're having a respectful debate. It's been really interesting. One of my topics, but then it got removed, so that's why I didn't use it. But before you go, just a quick shoot around the screen. Girl loses boyfriend's bracelet after insisting to wear it. Does she have to pay the money back?
Yes. Give the man in things.
Give the
That's
man
just
his money, right?
decency. This decency.
Right.
Even if you did that to your friend, if you did it to anyone, you should pay.
Exactly.
If I took my mum's bracelet and drop it and lose
Pay
it,
the
I'm
money
buying
back.
her another one.
And it's not like someone said here, you beg the man for the sitting and take
then you
the
go
man,
and lose it.
put it on your hand and lose it. Give him back his money.
Why is it even a
She just
debate?
wasn't ready for it
Because
to be £1,400.
Price.
I'd be cringing. I'd find that
Even that-
1,400.
But even still, if I have to say, boy, I'll give you half now, and I give you
And
half.
paying installments.
Paying installments, yeah.
Thing, man. You
Paying
have to give this thing.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, it's not my fault. It is not. That's what my mum always said. Don't bother bar nobody. Something them.
That's what I said.
Unless you can't pay it back or get it back or do something, then no. Leave the people then with their
in my
sitting.
head, don't borrow, don't touch, don't lend, just don't. For that very reason. Yeah, for that very reason.
Don't come to me and say, oh, this is such and such coat or no, take on back. I can't afford to replace it. So
Yeah, my mum would steam in the ears for that, and I never understood it when I was little. And then I got it. She would just, I could see her whole. She just would go, and I'd be like, I remember thinking as a child, calm down. They gave it to me. I didn't steal it. They gave it, and I didn't understand that. That's not what her point was. Give the people them things back. Every time, like, don't take people's things.
One time I was in Ghana and I was wearing a pair of shorts that were too big and I needed a belt and I forgot my belts. And my friend said, well, you can borrow one of mine. And I reluctantly borrowed it because I wanted to wear the shorts, but I didn't want to show my crack at the same time if they dropped out. So I borrowed the belt. And then when my mum was looking through the pictures, my mum was like, whose belt is that? I'm a big woman at this point, by the way, but she was like, whose belt is that? She like, with like even a belt, not in it. Don't do it. Like, but I was like, Mum, it was an emergency. I swear to God. As a big woman, I started explaining myself. I swear to God, it was it was an emergency. The shorts was dropping down, blah blah blah. But she noticed the belt, and that's how we were brought. A lot of people's things. So when it pops down, then. And you can't afford to pay, then what? You're done for. You're screwed. But yeah. Anyway, ladies.
All right, lovely.
Lovely to see ya.
Nice.
And we'll catch up in the week. We've got to do our thing anyway. So we've got to do that over the weekend or something.
What thing?
You know, where we chop up.
Oh yeah.
So we got to do that. So I'll see you soon.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. All right.
See you later.
Bye.
Oh.